Must be a really nice feeling around the group at the moment. I'm sure it always is, but off the back of wins in a row, it always helps.
Yeah. No, obviously the guys have been putting in a lot of work, and we pride ourselves on just going through our process from week to week. And today was about winning today. And the Perth game was nice, but in general, the last 2 or 3 weeks, our details have gotten a little bit better here and there, and our guys have been growing, and we still have a ton of growth left in us. And we're just on to the next game and next page.
It's been a long time since a team's done that to Perth. Were you even surprised yourself how well you guys did that the other night?
I mean, I'm surprised a little bit, but there's every season there's a game or two you just win because you shoot the ball so well, and it's just the way it is. We had one last year with Illawarra. No one was going to beat us that night, just the way things were happening. The thing that, again, I said was most impressive is our defense remained consistent throughout that whole game. From the beginning to the end, we just had a really good intent about how we went about our business, and the ball happened to go in that night, but that's not the norm. It just happened against them.
How'd Sammy pull up? All good to go?
Yeah, Sammy's been great. He got some extra minutes there with the game being a little bit more lopsided towards us. That was helpful to get him some more minutes. He's probably at least another 2 or 3 weeks away of just getting his legs back underneath him. And then, today we had Sam and Clinton and Will practice quite a bit with us, and hopefully they'll remain on track. In the next 2 or 3 weeks, we'll see them back in a Jack Jumper jersey on the court.
How cautious we need to be, particularly with Will, I suppose, and what he's been through. You really slowly bring him back.
Well, it's been a slow process for him, and he's anxious to get going, and we got to pull the reins back on him just a little bit. But all the signs are pointing in the right direction for him, and we just hope there's no setbacks. But last week and this week to be at home this whole long time, to get some practice under our belt's been good.
Clinton and Will both doing full-on 5-on-5, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll keep going.
You keep going.
Yeah.
I had the post-game, so I've asked the guys to watch it.
Can I just get you to talk about the qualities Jack Bay brings to the team? Obviously, he's signing on for another.
Do we have to talk about this guy? Yeah. No, listen, Jack deservedly got a contract extension. He's been tremendous for us on and off the floor. He fits everything that I hope this team will be. He's got a heck of a personality, but I think he just fits right in Tasmania with the way he goes about his business. And he's only getting better, and he's just a perfect fit for the community and this roster. And, like I said, I hope, he finishes his career here.
On the back of that, are there conversations being had with other players that you're trying to encourage to stick around long term at the moment?
No comment.
Sounds like if no one wants to leave anyway, do they? You're pretty reassured that everyone wants to stay.
Well, that's a very good point. No one does want to leave, and that's a credit to these guys in the front office and the people that are here, and just being able to walk in a building like they do and see that many fans there, and no one does want to leave. And you're always going to have hard decisions about how rosters are going, and I love all these guys, but you have to make decisions as things progress. And the good news is this is now becoming a destination for people that want to be here, involved with this group, and it's a credit to them.
New Zealand probably went at our best last time, but almost won that game. Are you confident you go back over there and get the job done this weekend?
Well, I mean, I hope so, but they've been playing well, and they've had their moments also. And we were right there, I think, in the middle of the fourth quarter, tied, and maybe just not ready to win at that point in the season. But I think the league's going to be very volatile. I think there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. I think there's going to be some winning streaks and losing streaks. And for me, like I've said before, it's just, can you get through hard, and can you navigate when you're in the mud, and can you keep your culture strong to continue through what you're trying to do? And again, I go back, we've only played 40 games in the history of this franchise. And we are fortunate to knock a team off that's had 36 years of history in the franchise. So we have a long way to go.
On the back of it being a destination franchise, does it ever surprise you at all how quickly you've built what you have in such a short time?
I mean, I pinch myself just because of the fact that, I wake up every morning and I get to come in this environment with these guys, and I've been very fortunate and lucky to be around really, really good guys. And so that's not always the case wherever you get to coach. And that's the thing I think is most satisfying for me personally, is that I brought in high character guys, and they're living up to what I thought they would be. Winning and losing is helpful, but the character of these guys really makes this place tick.
You must be happy with how deep you've batted this year. Blokes coming off, you're using 10 or 11 players most games,
Yeah.
getting contributions from all of them.
No, but they know if they come in and work hard, they're going to get opportunities to play. And Shawnee Mack obviously is a great example this year of a guy that's come in and taken up the slack from those guys that have been hurt. And as long as he's producing, he'll always get minutes with me. And I think that sends a message throughout this team, but more maybe important maybe in Australia with the way we're built, that you do the work, you get rewarded for doing the work. Nothing's given to you here. You guys always ask me who's starting or how many minutes is someone going to get, and I always give you the same answer. Nothing's promised to any of these guys except a chance and an opportunity.
You mentioned Clint and Will are progressing well. Is there a timeline of when you want to start reintegrating them and maybe start?
Well, it's more for our physios, but we're looking at that FIBA window either before or just after, so that would kind of be the window that we're shooting for with them. And we're just hoping, obviously, knock on wood, there's no setbacks for them.